Right. Greetings, grade 9s. Yes. Right. So today we are looking at 3D shapes. Right? We are looking at 3D shapes. What did you say, Mr. Ntomhwa?
Page, sir.
What page? We are getting to it. Right. So we are looking at 3D shapes. Specifically today we are looking at area. Right. So when we are talking the previous topics that we looked at 2D shapes. 2D shapes have got only 2 dimensions which we are looking at. If it is a square, we said length and breadth. If it is a rectangle, again, length and breadth. If it is a triangle, we calculate the area by looking at using the formula half base times height. Right? If it is a circle, we use the formula pi r squared. And we also looked at perimeter, the distance right around these 2D shapes. Right. Now, when we come to 3D shapes, we are looking at 3 dimensions. Right? These are shapes like your cube, right? Or your rectangular cuboid. Here, the cube and cuboid, in simple layman terms, we are talking about boxes. Are we together? These are what generally the ones which you call boxes. But in mathematics, we have to identify them by their specific names. If a box has got a length which is equal to the breadth, which is equal to the height, we call it a cube. Do you get it? And then, if a box has got different dimensions, right? Let's say it has got differing length, a different breadth, and a different height, we call it a cuboid. Do you see that? Are we together? And then a ball, in mathematics we call it a sphere. Right? Are we together? And then a drum, or like a tissue roll, we call it a cylinder. Can you see that? So you have to know those names. Right? So a shape, like a 3-dimensional shape which has got a triangular base, right? Like a tent. You see, if you pitch a tent, it has got a triangle and it has got rectangles. We call that one a triangular prism. Can you see that? Right. So if you are looking at surface area, we draw what we call nets. If we've got a, let me draw here, what do you call it? A cube or a cuboid. So if I've got a cuboid, it's something like that. Right? So straight, eh? So a cuboid will be something like that. There we go. A cuboid. Can you see that? So with a cuboid, you see that this is equals to that, which is equals to that, which is equals to that. And then this is equals to that, which is equals to that, which is equals to this one. And this one is equals to that one, which is equals to that one, which is equals to that one. Can you see that? So those dimensions, we've got the lengths. Can you see? If I can call them, I can say this one, this one, this one, this one. We've got 4 lengths on that cuboid. Can you see? And then the breadth, the length is always the longest side. Can you see? And then the breadth is always the shorter side, right? On the horizontal plane. So number 2, we can say this one, and that one, and that one, and that one. We've got 4 breadths. Can you see? And then we've got the heights, which is this one, and that one, and this one, and that one. So that's why we call it a 3-dimensional shape. It has got 3 dimensions: length, breadth, and height. Can you see? So if we want to calculate the surface area of this particular shape, we have to draw what we call a net of the 3D shape. It's when we open it up and we lay it on a flat surface. Right? So if I'm to draw a net here, I will have the top, right? The side, bottom and the other side. You can see my drawing is not so accurate. So I said we've got top, we've got, let's call side 1, and then we've got the bottom, and then we've got, let's say, side 2. Can you see? What is left? We're left with the left side and the right side. So I can put the left side and right side anywhere. I can either put it there, or there, wherever I choose. So if I choose the bottom, I can put it there. This is my left side. And then I can also choose to put my right side there, or there. So I can, let's say I put it there. Can you see? So my cuboid has got 6 surfaces. It has got the top, the bottom, the side 1, the bottom, the side 2. Let's call the side 2, that one. Right? And then it has got the left side and it has got the right side. So which means now you use the knowledge which we used in 2D shapes to calculate the areas of all these shapes here. We've got 6 of them. Number 1, we've got number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. Can you see that? So you calculate the areas of each and one of those shapes and you add them up. Then you have got total surface area of your cuboid. Easy. Can you see that? So we call this the net. So for you to calculate area of this given cuboid, you need to find the net. Then you can use knowledge of 2D shapes to find, which means, like I told you, all the equal sides have got equal corresponding dimensions. Can you see that? So which means these ones are equal. They've got the same dimensions, which means if this one is 10, all of them are 10. Can you see? And then this one is equal to that one, right? And then this one is equal to that one. And this one is equal to that one, which means, can you see? If I'm to put ticks, this is equal to that, which is equals to that, which is equals to that. Can you see that? And then this one is equal to, let me use a different pen. So I can say this one is equals to that one, which is equals to that one, which is equals to that one. Can you see? And also, these ones are also equals to this one, which is equals to this one here, which is equals to that one, which is equals to that one. Because when you put them together, they must correspond, right? And then these ones are equals to that one also, which is equals to that one. Can you see? Do you see how simple it is? This one, you apply it for all the given dimensions. And then, if it is a cylinder, let's look at a cylinder. Right. If it is a cylinder, or let's say a triangular prism, let's not go to cylinder, we'll do cylinder at the last option. Let's look at a triangular prism. Triangular prism is something like that. Right? And then you have, right? And then it's like a tent. Can you see that? We call that a triangular prism. So for you to calculate the surface area, you have to open it up and draw the net of that particular shape. You can see we've got how many triangles in that shape put together? We've got 3 of them. So I can say this is my side, first side, and then I can have my bottom, and then I can have my second side. So we call this side 1. This is bottom, right? And then we can have side 2. And then I can put the triangles in. Either I can put it there, or there, or there. Can you see? Which means I can, if I choose the middle one, I can put my triangle there. And then I can also put it there. Can you see? It has opened up. That's why we call this the net of the shape. We call that what? The net. And if you are calculating the surface area, it's going to be side 1, area of side 1, plus area of the bottom, plus area of side 2, plus the area of triangle on the left. So we can say left triangle, and the right triangle. Can you see? And then you add them up, then you get your total surface area. So this is the beginning of surface area. So it's still simple. Can you see that? And then, if let's say you are given a cylinder looks like this. We've got two circles, bottom and top. Can you see? So we call that a cylinder. It's almost like a drum or a cup or a tin. Are we together? We call them cylinders, right? So if you are calculating a surface area, you have to open it up, right? If you open it up, it will be having, if you cut it and open it, we have a triangular body, and then we have the circular top and the circular bottom. Can you see that? Which if you wrap around it, can you see? So if you open it, it becomes a rectangular. But you must understand the distance from there to there is the circumference of these circles. So which means you calculate your circumference, and then this one will be given, which will be equal to that one, which is the height. Can you see? Height and the distance from there to there is going to be your circumference. There to there is going to be a circumference, because that part wraps around the circle. Can you see that? Right. So now, after that brief explanation, let's go and do exercise 2. You see, exercise 2 has got simple shapes. The shape can either be a rectangular shape or a triangular prism. So you go to page 241 to page 242, and you are calculating surface area of three-dimensional shapes, cuboids and triangular prisms. Let's get busy. There we go.